What up, Namibia, man? What up, Window, man? What up, you viewer, man? Welcome to another episode between two voices. As you can see here, my voice is but don't worry about that, man. We don't worry about that. And I'd like to welcome you to today's hot topic. We're dropping a bombastic topic, and today we're talking about something that we all partake here and there, something called umjolo. Ah man, Brody, are you excited?
Bro, that's a big elephant in the room, bro.
Sorry about that, but yeah, it's a big elephant in the room, man. And relationships at school is, and man, we would like you to share your thoughts, in the comment section. So please don't feel shy. Just drop a comment or two, and everything gonna be all right.
All right, so I'm your boy KBC, and I'm here with
The international safari for everybody.
you're heading for him for everybody. This channel wouldn't be so exquisite if we didn't do our introduction. So, guys, buckle up. You see that subscribe button? Tell a friend to tell a friend to subscribe, to like, to share, to comment. Guys, help us grow. Help us grow this channel, and thank you all for our audiences joining us online.
I'm telling
If
you.
nah, I took over it, bro.
Man, it's this thing of girls, trying to date mature men, quote and unquote, and they feel like that, teachers are, the best option, apparently since the experience with life and stuff like that. But I don't think that's always the case. Do you get what I'm saying? You know, as I said, the living in the desert, it's only like 1% whereby you find a relationship with a teacher actually, a relationship with a student, between a student and a teacher actually worked out. Apart from that, 99% of the time it's just, they date you for fun, and then once they're done, they take you away. Just like that.
But isn't, bro, that's in high school, right?
Mm-hmm.
That's in high school.
Mm-hmm.
Grade 12, that's age of, that's like 18 years, 19 years, right?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
And how old of teachers are we talking about that they cannot go for for student?
I mean, even if you are of legal age, but provided the fact that the person who's wearing a uniform, you're dating a person who's wearing a uniform, and you as a teacher, you're in a position of authority, even if the person is of legal age, it's against the conduct that a teacher can date a learner regardless of what circumstances. And that's why many times when these things comes out, you find that teachers, they actually become jobless because it's not that good, man.
So, bro, you're saying teachers actually must protect the students, not to exploit the students.
Exactly, because a teacher is like a parent, at school. They're standing in the place of the teacher, and as a parent, you can't date your child. No, it's against the morals, especially Christian morals and ethics. You can't just be normal. No, you can't.
You can't just be normal.
You can't.
You can't.
Yeah. So, with that being said, yeah, you gotta avoid such stuff or finding yourself in tight spots whereby yeah.
But come to think about it, bro. You say because your legal age doesn't, it's not a ticket or for a teacher to go for youngsters. But bro, you can you control your feelings though? Can you?
I feel like you can. It's just that's a thing of we just let our guard down, but you can. This that God gave us is meant to control everything in the body. So yeah, this, if you can use it, then yep, you can control your feelings. And it's what I said, at the end of the day, if this thing is so it so happens to come out, you risk your job, and you also risk the fact that you might not get another employment as a teacher, because it will go against your record. Yep, and it's gonna look so ugly for you.
What if I keep it discreet? Or what if the teacher keeps it, not me? Point of correction, not me. What if the teacher keeps it discreet? Like nobody finds out stuff like that.
Yeah, there's a percentage that it could remain like that. But again, remember, as they say, there's no secret under the sun. Do you get what I'm saying? There's no secret under the sun.
Okay.
One day, one way or the other, this thing is gonna come out, and when it comes out, it's gonna be quite nasty. We see big names today being, behind bars. Musicians, artists, rappers, and what are they being tried for? They're being tried for things that they did back then, 10 years ago, 5 years ago, and it's catching up to them now. So your actions will follow you up. Just be aware of what you're doing. Yep.
Okay, but enough of targeting the teachers, because also these girls also play a role, because some come from maybe not as well rich family, if I can say, and now they're trying to escape poverty, and in doing so, they get gifts, or maybe they get driven in Mercedes-Benz CLA, this fancy stuff, like yeah. Now they feel like they're living mansion, an apartment. Of course, it means I'm the hotspot. I can literally people can come chasing for me because I have all this stuff. I don't need to chase for anybody. And for most teachers, they feel like if they everything, now they can be the hotspot for students.
Yeah, I think it's that thing of discipline, right? You also gotta be careful, because some girls are materialistic. I'm not gonna say all, because I know some girls who are not materialistic, and shout out to you girls who are not materialistic.
Shout out to y'all.
So yeah, and to those also materialistic, I'm not gonna blame you. I mean, yeah, it's yeah, I can't blame you. I mean, it's a character trait that you possess, and forgive you me, I'm saying this, but yeah, that is that. And as a teacher, as I said, you're a parent. You don't need to use your wealth to seek validation from young people.
Okay.
Yeah, because I was listening to this radio actually, and it was saying that many a times why grown men go after high school girls is because older women will ask them triggering questions that's gonna leave them speechless. Because as a grown man, if I go to a 20, if I'm 30 and I go to like a 25, sorry, the 25 is gonna ask me, okay, how do you get this mention? How do you get this Mercedes? How do you do it? And what's the plan for the future? And you as a 30-year-old, if you don't envision or have like a clear direction of how your future is going to look like, you can't keep up with her questions, you're gonna feel challenged and you're gonna feel uncomfortable. And what you're gonna do, you're gonna seek companionship from someone that you can actually control. And that will be only the high school kid, because the high school kid won't ask you as to how do you get this car or how do you do it. She'll just be amazed, and she just falls into it. And it's also a cycle, chat, because it's a whole thing that we have to do another session about. We'll have to do another whole video about as to what are the consequences of older men marrying younger women. So stay tuned and like and subscribe, because one of these good days we're gonna upload that episode. But with that being said, uh don't use your wealth to try and control young people. Growth includes protecting the young people. And dear listeners or viewers, if you are a teacher, a lecturer, a professor, anything along those lines, protect students, please. Please protect students, and do not, I repeat, do not exploit them. I thank you.
Shout out to the international. Yo, I thought y'all like this gonna be international stuff. I'm telling you. Yeah, because we are targeting school lifestyle. We know some gents out there trying to chase some bag to please their hands, to please their ladies. But academics matters first. Yes, your hand matters, but focus on school, because a man without school, a man without a degree, you can only be fun in high school, but once you're out there in the real world, you need a certificate, you need a degree, you need a diploma. Actually, you need a master's, a PhD. We need y'all to be called doctorate.
Yeah, but hold on. You see, it also brings a controversial statement, because some of us, but me excluded, but we don't really need those papers, because our parents have companies and businesses that they run, and they're already entitled to us.
So why are you going to school if you know directly after exiting you're going to your parents' company?
It's because personally you don't have a choice. You don't want to be at school, but then you're forced to go to school, so you just go because of like you really don't want to, and there's a backup plan. But for y'all who don't have a backup plan, study those books, man. Study those books. We need you to study those books, so that you could be a life changer. You break the cycle of poverty.
Right. Yeah, so back to what I was talking about. The lifestyle, as we mentioned earlier, some girls are classic, they're bougie. Yeah. Perhaps, I don't know, my girl is bougie. Then I buy her a bubbly chocolate. Those paper, they do chocolates that are in a paper paper.
I see them.
Yeah. I think you can envision them. It's called imagery for those who studied first language English. Yeah. Okay. So I buy my girl a Kit Kat. No, not a Kit Kat. Kit Kat. If you're buying your girl a Kit Kat, bro, you need to improve. You need to improve. But yeah, picture that bubbly, and on the other side she receives a Ferrero Rocher, those expensive 300 rand chocolates, bro. And it's Valentine. I buy her flowers, roses, and some gent out there is busy making a money bouquet. Bro, how would you feel if your girl leaves you with a guy who's giving her a bouquet? So what I wanted to say is, like, they say date a girl who's in your league, right? Now, if I try to go for one who's out of my league, it doesn't mean, is it where they call it she's being a gold digger because you cannot afford it, or just simply you just put yourself in a space that you cannot get out of, because she'll be expecting this from you, but you cannot afford. I can afford a Kit Kat, but she's a Ferrero Rocher type of person, but I like this fish, or I like this girl, but now my financial pockets cannot sustain her. So for Valentine's coming, for the gents out there, don't put yourself into so much pressure on planning. She tells you she wants a Porsche, bro. You are in high school. Where do you get money to buy a Porsche from? Like, be realistic, bro. Like, come on, let's talk real things here. And bro, tell me what you think about this analogy of people who date people out of their league as as they are seen like they are gold diggers, or they're seen as like they are financially draining to the guy.
Yeah, I feel like, if you really love this girl, as like saying, always be true to yourself, okay? Always be true to yourself, and if it's meant to be, it will be, and you don't have to put yourself in situations whereby you actually have to like borrow money to impress a girl. Don't do that. Especially, if you are not financially privileged. And yeah, girls come and go, and you might think that she's the one, but man, oh man, you will see what life has in store for you, and you'll be flabbergasted. So yeah, be true to yourself. Trust.
Such wise words. Actually, I implore you to actually listen to his words. Yeah, they are so top notch. Excellent words from the man himself, the international safari. We'll be talking more. So, guys, thank you for tuning in today. Like, hit that bell, and actually comment. Would like your views, would like your opinions to make this channel grow. And thank you so much for the support that you're giving us. Hopefully, by the end of this year, we'll be somewhere great and bigger. So thank you. I appreciate y'all.